Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning. Today, as you can see, we are doing a check my progress, okay? So it's going to be a pretty short and easy day for math. You got 10 problems. It starts on page 837, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to do number one together as a class. Because it talked about a couple symbols that we really haven't gone over yet, okay? So number one, it says the distance around a closed figure is called the perimeter. That's what we've been working on the past 2 days. Which of the following is a formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle? Circle the correct response. Okay, so there's a couple symbols here that you might not be familiar with, okay? We've got a large P, all right, and that stands for, as some of you probably already guessed, it stands for perimeter. Okay, now the next two might be a little more unfamiliar. All right, we've got a cursive L, all right, and then we have a W. So let's start off with that L. The L just stands for length. So length in this case is just one side of a rectangle. All right, W stands for width. The width is just the other side of a rectangle, okay? These are the two different sizes of the sides when it comes to rectangles, okay? So, therefore, if I had a rectangle, all right, that was 3 centimeters in length and 4 centimeters in width, okay? And we had to find the perimeter, we would add up all 4 sides. Of course, opposite sides are equivalent, so I would add 4 and 4, 3 and 3. I would get a total of 14. All right, so that would be my perimeter. Now, the question asks in number one, okay, which of these equations would find the correct perimeter? Okay, now the first one, P equals L plus W. At first it looks like that would be correct. However, the problem is that means we would only add 2 of our sides, just the length and the width. That would not be our perimeter. That would not be the complete distance around our rectangle. Okay, the next one, it says 4 times the length times the width. Okay, so that means we would take the number 4, we would multiply it by the length, which would be 3, and then multiply that by 4, which would be our width. That would give us a really, really large number, okay? So the second option is not gonna be the correct equation. Next, L times W. Okay, now we've already established that this would be a perimeter of 14. I'm gonna write P equals 14, okay? Now, let's try this equation. Perimeter equals length times width. Well, if we take 3 times 4, length times width, we would end up with 12. That again would not be correct. All right, last one. It says perimeter equals 2 times L plus 2 times W. Now, I know that this equation probably looked pretty unlikely to most of you guys. All right, but let's test it out, okay? Perimeter equals 2 times the length. Okay, so 2 times this length would be 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, I'm going to write that in there. All right, and then we would add that to 2 times the width. In this case, our width is 4. 2 times 4 would give us 8. Now, if we add those up, we would end up with 14, which is our perimeter. So, the correct equation would actually be that very last one, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. P equals perimeter, that cursive L stands for length, and the W stands for width. Good luck on your Check My Progress, guys. I will see you tomorrow.